But I want to show y'all something because Victor Conti is now being vocal. He's being vocal about this now because, of course, you know, Devin Haney's with the snack program. And now he's even criticizing Ryan Garcia. But for those of you that's going to hate on me and say, come on, Manager Marty, you're making excuses. You're making excuses saying that Ryan Garcia may have taken a supplements, over-the-counter supplements. You're making excuses. Before you say that, I want to show you something. This is for anybody that say I'm making excuses. It's Terrell Martin. I want to show you something now. I want to show you something now. Because everybody that's a part of this channel knows I don't tolerate cheating. Everybody knows that, right? Okay. I've been speaking on PEDs and boxing since I got here. But I just want to show y'all something. You know, they say it was good for the goose. It's good for the gander. Y'all remember Dan Raphael? Y'all remember him? Y'all remember Dan Raphael, right? He's the one that I played the interview for, right? Remember? All right. Well, he actually reported, like he said in the interview, which is true. He's always been a reporter, you know, pointing these things out in boxing, particularly about PED usage. Remember Dan Raphael? Y'all remember him? I gotta blow this up. Remember Dan Raphael? That's him. Remember in 2012? Remember when he did that article on Andre Berto testing positive? Y'all remember that? Okay. Well, I'm going to show y'all because I think some of y'all might not be in it. Let me see if y'all can see it this way. Y'all see that? In May of 2012, Dan Raphael, the one who has exposed the VADA paperwork showing that Ryan Garcia tested positive for this banned substance. Remember, he did an article on Andre Berto. So thank you, Carl Brown. So he's been speaking on this matter of PED usage in boxing and in sports. So kudos and credit goes to Dan Raphael. But remember when Dan Raphael quoted Victor Conti? Oh, I got to take my glasses off right now because this is about to, ooh-wee. I remember when Dan Raphael, he interviewed Victor Conti because Andre Berto was down with the snack program at the time he tested positive for a banned substance. And he was taking the supplement. Y'all remember that? Okay. I remember Victor Conti criticizing Ryan Garcia. I mean, being hard on Ryan Garcia. But let's see what Victor Conti said when the shoe was on his foot. Now, I showed y'all what Eddie Hearn said as he's criticizing Ryan Garcia. When the shoe was on, his foot was kind of bent. Now, let's see how Victor Conti responded when the shoe was on his foot when he had to speak up for Andre Berto. I'm going to read it first, then I'm going to show it to you. These are the words of Dan Raphael in this article. Berto has had Victor Conti, founder of the notorious Bay Area Laboratory Cooperative, in his training camp for this fight. Conti, however, denied he had any involvement in the positive test. And these are the words of Victor Conti in May of 2012, speaking on behalf of Andre Berto, his fighter that was in his training camp. And I quote, Andre Berto's positive test for noradrenaline has absolutely nothing to do with me or any supplements I provided. Likely trace contamination. End quote. Conti tweeted. Picks up the quote and says, Andre has admitted to taking supplements other than what I provided without my knowledge. Apparently, something was contaminated. Those were the words of Victor Conti in the interview that was conducted by Dan Raphael, the one who that I just played y'all his audio. That's Victor Conti's quote. I underlined it before so that you all can see what he said. Okay, hold on, I'm gonna put it up there now. We're gonna make this a little bigger than what it is now. There we go. I want the people to see this. I want people to see what's going on. We make it a little bit smaller. I want y'all to see this. I read every word that I just said. I read it from here. It's underlined. You see the last sentence? Victor Conti quoted, apparently something was contaminated. He was referring to the supplements that Andre Berto was taking. Yeah. We're going to show it to you now. You see that last sentence? Apparently something was contaminated. You see? So I have a question. Oh, EB is relevant for this one reason. How come Ryan Garcia can't get the same benefit of the doubt from Victor Conti when Andre Berto tested positive? His supplements that he was using, according to Victor Conti, was trace contamination. Why Ryan Garcia can't get that same innocent until proven guilty? Why can't the supplements that he possibly took over the counter or wherever he got them from, why couldn't they have trace contamination of ostarine? I'm just asking the question. That's all I'm doing is just asking questions. I'm just asking. And from Eddie Hearn, when Connor Bennett tested positive, he said there were just traces of it, and he don't understand how this can happen. And, you know, his fighter, Connor Bennett, is no cheater, and he's going to prove his case. How come Ryan Garcia can't get that same level of equality from Eddie Hearn? I'm just asking what I'm basically saying is Eddie Hearn is the promoter or partner of Devin Haney. Victor Conti, he's the nutritionist, the advocate of Devin Haney, who's giving Devin Haney supplements and other things. So I'm just trying to figure out why Ryan Garcia can't get the same equality. I'm asking for those two guys. Dan Raphael, he's the one that pulled out Ryan Garcia's paperwork and put it on X, formerly known as Twitter. He's the one that got tipped off on the phone in his hotel room. I was trying to figure out from him, an unbiased, objective reporter, how come Ryan Garcia can't get the same equality? I'm just asking hey, 2 cents. Hey, I'm just asking the question. I'm just asking, listen, don't get mad at me. I'm just asking the question, that's all.